Okay, which one shall we read on day 2 of Mid-Month Book Bash? So my choices are You Never Forget Your First by Alexis Coe, White Feathers by Bernd Heinrich, and The Lion in the Living Room by Abigail Tucker. And I think, I know I'm gonna go with this one because I've been just so eager to read it since I got it over a year ago. And this one I just feel confident that I will love. So yay, day 2, Nonfiction November Mid-Month Book Bash. Let's do it. And a bookmark. I think this one looks pretty dignified for George. Yeah. Not gonna lie, this is not my favorite. I should pick these last few tomatoes before they, you know, do whatever they do when they get too cold. Good morning, friends. So I'm out and about early. I have a little doctor's appointment. I brought my book. And then I think I'm gonna be naughty and go to the Gap and see if they have anything that I need. Maybe get some donuts for my angel baby. And I gotta get gas. And I need to go to the Dollar General, but maybe I'll do that later. We'll see. But I gotta go. Hello, little pansies.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What you got this morning?
Yeah, open them up. I got assorted, so I don't know what they are. Pretty exciting.
Ooh, they look good.
What you think, Guy?
What do you think? Pico.
You don't think anything?
Pico.
Big man. Hey. Mama's boy. Are you my guy? Are you my guy? You're not gonna look at me, are you? Look at him out there. He's like a king surveying his terrain. Well, friends, so good checkup, excuse me, at the doctor. And then I got the donuts. I waited 30 minutes for them, but that's okay. And got my gas, which was good because I was on empty the whole 30 minutes I was waiting for the donuts. And then I drove to the Gap and there wasn't a car in sight. And I look at my clock and it's 8:52. Like, obviously I don't get out much early in the day on Saturday. So it didn't even dawn on me that it was going to be that early and it was going to be closed. And then I couldn't even go to Wendy's because they don't start serving lunch until 10:30. And like, I got my heart set on a Baconator and I just can't settle for anything else. So I've been reading You Never Forget Your First, a biography of George Washington by Alexis Coe. Apparently the only biography of George Washington written by a woman in, you know, well over 40 years, probably 100. Like, maybe only 2 written by a woman in the last 250 years. I don't know. But I have been fluctuating between Preach Sister and uproarious laughter over the Thigh-Men for the last half hour while I wait for, you know, my Baconator to be ready for me. I'm on page XXXIV, or, you know, 34 in Arabic letters, numbers. Sorry. This book is fabulous. It is so good. Okay, I'm off to get my food. So my no spending streak just fizzled and died at the Gap. Oops. Are y'all doing an inspection or what? Making sure everything checks out okay? Yeah. Goodness. Oh my goodness. That is precious. They're so cute. Oh, they're gonna be fighting now. Aww. Oh my goodness. Oh, you got my chair? Think I'm done with it? Okay, I just have to read you this part that, I mean, the whole prologue and introduction made me laugh out loud, but I have to read you this one paragraph where she's completely irreverent. She's talking about the male historians and biographers, and she calls them the thigh men. The thigh men of dad history. But this part, oh my gosh. First, his biographers stick a portrait of the man Ellis calls America's foundingest father on the cover. Many favor Washington's most iconic image, his rigid and gloomy face on the $1 bill. But most prefer a painting that shows his whole body because his thighs drive them wild. Brooke Kaiser, examining a portrait from 1792, can't help but notice how well developed they are. Ellis admires how they allowed him to grip a horse's flanks tightly and hold his seat in the saddle with uncommon ease. For Chernow, Washington's muscular thighs were just the beginning. He was a superb physical specimen with a magnificent physique, powerfully rough-hewn and endowed with matchless strength. When he clenched his jaws, his cheek and jaw muscles seemed to ripple right through his skin. Oh my God. Getting a little fresh air. Hello. Hello, Moon. How's it going up there? I mean, and how crazy is it that there's still flowers in November? Okay, so I need to do a quick check-in of Saturday's reading. It's Sunday, but you know. So, I read nothing in Two on a Tower. Not one page. That's fine. I did listen to quite a bit of American Eden, so I have 3 hours left. I think I can do that today, Sunday. And I finished another book. I'm so proud. 2 for 2. You Never Forget Your First, a biography of George Washington by Alexis Coe. This was fabulous. So the whole book is not as funny as the opening, but I loved her writing style. So, you know, it's not huge for a biography. It's what, 200 and some odd pages, I think. 206, yeah. She's just, I mean, obviously she's concise, but in a really engaging manner. And she's really good at picking out the essential bits and the interesting bits, so you don't feel weighed down by everything. I mean, sometimes you want to read everything. No shame in that game. But as an overview, this was brilliant. And that's what I like. I like, my style of reading is that I like to get an overview, like a quicker overview, so I can like keep everything in my mind as it relates to each other, you know? And then add in specific readings, focus areas, you know, because I like the way stuff builds on each other, you know? So for example, there's quite a bit at the beginning of this about him. So, you know, I love that my books are talking to each other. Anyway, good stuff, good stuff. What, like, there's so much, excuse me, that Heidi and I were talking about last night, because I talked her into reading it. Well, I didn't talk her into reading it, but she had FOMO and read it too. So check her channel for a more concise review. She's much better at it than I am. But yeah, this is divided into his early years, his formative years, and then his general years, the Continental Army, his presidential years, and his very brief post-presidential waning retirement years. And she touches on, you know, family life. She touches, I mean, there was a vaccine moment, people. Oh my goodness. George made the smallpox vaccine mandatory for the Army. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he did. I can't wait to share that tidbit of information tomorrow at school. But anyway, on a more somber note, she doesn't shy away from talking about slavery and things that Washington commanded to be done to the Native population in the United States. You know, serious stuff, political drama. And that's the other thing that I've just, like, with this one and American Eden, like, part of me is just like, really? And part of me, you know, is kind of relieved that, you know, the last 5 or 6 years in our political landscape here in the United States are really no different than it's ever been, because there was some hot mess of nonsense going on when, you know, our nation was formed here in the States. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if I mentioned, but the American Eden, the Hamilton bird thing, I mean, really? Really? I must have missed something, but that's some crazy, ridiculous drama. Anyway, yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this. Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for sending me this. Oh, it was so good. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'm off to the next one, so, you know, be back soon. Bye.